Welcome. On this channel, we share the freshest insights from the world of neural networks, hardware, and technology. Subscribe right now so you don't miss a thing. And if you need your own AI agent, reach out, and I'll help you build one tailored to your needs. Today, we are looking at an incredible new explainer of a breakthrough from Microsoft called SkillOpt. It is a system that brings true magic to our digital world. We are going to explore how we can teach machines using simple words instead of massive computing power. This completely shifts how we interact with intelligent systems, turning what used to be a grueling task into a beautifully simple spell.
So let us dive into this entirely new way to train an AI agent. In the past, teaching an AI meant changing the heavy numerical weights of the neural network itself. This ancient method required massive energy and vast server farms. It was like trying to move mountains just to change a simple thought. But with SkillOpt, well, we do something entirely different. We train a simple text document with all the necessary skills. It is like weaving clear commands into a beautiful scroll of knowledge, allowing the agent to learn without the massive heavy lifting. We begin our journey by building a mighty sovereign outpost. We are deploying our systems on a rugged Ubuntu foundation. This gives us a sturdy, independent base for our creation. In a world where data is often sent away to distant corporate clouds, our local digital magic can thrive safely right here. There is absolutely no outside interference, and complete privacy is guaranteed. This is our very own digital kingdom, where we maintain total control over every single action and every thought process of our agent. This rugged home server is powered by a formidable piece of hardware. We use the NVIDIA RTX 6000. Think of this graphics card as the beating heart of our entire operation. This specific server version is designed specially for the heavy testing and the rigorous trials our agent will face in its training. It can process complex mathematics at blinding speeds, making it the perfect engine for our new creation. It effortlessly carries the heavy burden of our local sovereign realm. A faithful guardian spirit watches safely over our system resources. We have 48 gigabytes of VRAM dedicated exclusively to this realm. This massive pool of memory is the lifeblood of our operation. Without ample space, even the smartest agent cannot think or process smoothly. 48 gigabytes gives our creation plenty of room to stretch its digital mind. It allows the system to hold vast amounts of context and solve the intricate puzzles ahead without ever slowing down. Deep within this memory rests our local sovereign model, Qwen 3.5. It contains exactly 4 billion intelligent active parameters. You can imagine these parameters as 4 billion tiny, bright minds, all working together in perfect harmony. They act as the eager scholars that will read and interpret our new magical text document. It is a highly efficient model, perfectly sized for our local hardware. These scholars process the rules instantly, ensuring that our kingdom runs with absolute precision and grace. We launch our neural network through the VLLM server. It immediately claims 44 gigabytes of our memory pool. The server acts as a rapid delivery system for our digital thoughts, organizing the underlying chaos into structured output. Now it is ready to act like a magic loom. This is where we can weave a strict and perfect pattern of instructions for the agent to follow. It ensures every single action is precise, fast, and completely aligned with our sovereign goals. Let us compare the ancient ways with our new path. The old method relied on altering heavy, fragmented neural weights. This took massive computing resources and entire remote server farms to accomplish. SkillOpt changes everything. It works by creating a strict new alphabet of text instructions. Instead of changing the physical brain of the AI, we simply give it a much better instruction manual. This allows for true sovereign execution without the overwhelming energy cost of the past. We enter the harsh testing environment of the ALF World Simulator. Here, our agent must complete very simple household chores, like finding an apple and putting it away safely. But a dark glitch demon lurks in the shadows. In the AI world, we call these hallucinations, or logic loops. This invisible force causes terrible chaos in our digital house. It traps the agent in failure, preventing it from completing even the most basic of tasks in our simulated realm. This invisible force creates an endless loop of despair. It forces our agent to endlessly open a single empty kitchen cabinet over and over again. Traditional models would require immense retraining to break this habit, costing valuable time and vast amounts of money. So, how do we overcome this infinite glitch? We must find a clever way to guide our agent back to the light, without rebuilding its entire brain from scratch. Our text document will be the key to this salvation. We forge our clever solution through an iterative testing loop. Think of this process as a true reverse pass, but only for our local text file.
When the agent fails, it pauses and reflects on the mistake. We are sending glowing scrolls of new knowledge back into the system. The agent essentially writes a new rule to correct its path, ensuring it never makes that exact mistake again. It learns from failure without ever touching those heavy neural weights.
This builds our perfect skill through 3 distinct steps. First, the primary model attempts the task in the simulator and inevitably makes an error. Then, a much smarter secondary model acts as a wise mentor and deeply analyzes those annoying mistakes. Finally, it writes new text patches to solve the problem. These newly forged rules are then rigorously tested against highly complex tasks to see if they survive the trial. Only the most perfect rules become part of the final scroll.
This magical training forge yields a shining shield of perfect rules. Remarkably, these powerful defenses are formatted elegantly in a simple markdown document. There is no complicated computer code or massive fragmented data files. The model itself writes this strict list of plain text rules. This creates a perfect defense against any future confusion, keeping our agent entirely focused and incredibly sharp. It is a brilliant display of simplicity conquering complex digital chaos.
The true power of our text shield is finally revealed in action. The strict rules completely block stupid repetitions. Our agent easily evades the empty kitchen cabinets and heads straight for the correct goal. It remembers the best tips for finding hidden sponges and teapots. Most importantly, it evolves its logic beautifully without changing any heavy weights, saving vast amounts of time and energy. It is a stunning victory for our local sovereign agent and its new magical rulebook.
The crucial point is that this independent sovereign ecosystem works flawlessly. It scales up perfectly even for highly complex tasks like legal document review or massive Excel spreadsheets. You do not need to waste millions on complex retraining ever again. The bright, independent future of AI is already here, and it is running locally on our very own hardware. What kind of incredible magic will you build next in this brand new digital realm?